ما أنا من المشركين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this live episode of Ask Zad. Our first caller is Mihwish from the US.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I wanted to know, is it mandatory to have a wedding party / walima, or am I swimming against the tide if I choose not to have one? And the reason for not to having one is because even if I go through the pains of trying to have two separate halls in which, you know, I'm on the female side, and because it's all women, I am not going to be wearing my niqab, I'm going to be fully adorned. But unfortunately, in today's day and age, everyone with a phone think that they are entitled to take other people's pictures and post them on the internet without consent. And so for that reason, I know in my community, I'm not going to be able to have a wedding party. Like, I'm not going to be able to get all adorned and without the risk of somebody taking my picture. So in this case, is it advised, Yani, can I not have a wedding party altogether? Jazakumullahu khairan.
Wa jazakum. Unfortunately, this is a prevailing problem worldwide, and the Muslims are to be blamed. We have compromised our religion big time. We succumb to the pressure of the community, of our peers, of our family members, our relatives, and little by little diluting our religion, our convictions and beliefs, and allowing people to take advantage of us. And this is not Islam. Islam prevails over everything. Now, in wedding parties, it is a shame. I get my women folk coming to me saying that we've seen women in a segregated only women parties shamelessly taking their mobile phones and snapping shots of decent niqabi women who are chaste, who are known in the community to be da'is or scholars or women of religion. Yet they take snaps of them and have the audacity to go and either post it on their Instagrams or to show it to their men, whether husbands or brothers or sons. And this woman is oblivious, is unaware. I am invited to an Islamic wedding. There is no music, there is nothing haram, no free mixing. I'm putting my guard down. I'm wearing my soiree, I'm wearing my dress of the night, I'm putting my makeup, I'm having a good time. And this shameless woman who is so low and degenerate to the level that she takes my picture without my knowledge, she has no fear of Allah. She has no shame. And good news is, Allah will expose her. Allah will expose her family. Allah would make everyone see her most intimate secrets without her wanting that, because this is what you get as a punishment. What is the solution? We have two extremes. Either to go and say whatever happens, happens, I'll take it on the day of judgment, but this does not fulfill my rights. Your husband is not happy, your son is not happy, your brother is not happy of your picture being circulated like this. Or you say, I will not go to any of them weddings after today, and that is also un-Islamic. So the Islamic ruling would be to draw the line. Last month or a couple of months ago, I was blessed to have my walima for my daughter. And alhamdulillah, Allah granted her someone who fears Allah, who's practicing, from a practicing family. And as we do on the invitation card, we state that no inappropriate dresses would be allowed. So women who come with their shoulders exposed, or too much cleavage, or see-through, or wearing mini skirts, or see-through that you can see what they're wearing underneath because it's so see-through, we tell them from the beginning, you have to go back home. They'll be mad, they'll be frustrated, they'll be angry. The hell with them. You don't respect us, we don't respect you. And don't think twice. You don't respect the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal. Come decent. You know that we are practicing and we're offended by what you do. And you still insist on it? The hell with you. Get out. If this causes us not to meet again and to break our friendship, so be it. You don't respect Allah's religion. You don't respect me and how I feel. So we don't pay attention to that. Those who come, we've hired 2, I think, or 3 women specialized in screening those who come with metal detectors, taking their mobile phones, putting it in special sealed pouches or bags that would not allow them to operate the camera, but they can receive calls. And this is the only way we could ensure that it's only for men and don't throw a party for the women. Havi from Sweden.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam to Allah.
If I feed my cat pork and non-halal food, and the cat like touches it, and then after that touches me, is my wudu nullified? And then also licks me? Is my wudu nullified after that?
First of all, it is not permissible to buy cat food that is made of dead meat or pork or anything haram. Because the Prophet ﷺ, and the hadith is in the Sahih, said that buying such and selling such products is prohibited. Whether it is statues, whether it is pork or dead meat and the likes. So you cannot buy them, you cannot sell them, even if it is for the consumption of pets. But if, for example, you made an order and the order comes and you find that it's a pork chop, it's haram, and you did not pay for it and they refunded you the money and they told you to dispose of it, you can feed it to the cat or to the dogs or to whatever you want to feed it for. Coming to your question, if you see traces of this impurity, if the meat that the cat ate had some tomato sauce, and you saw that the sauce is on your hand after the cat kissed you or licked your hand, and you know that this is from what it ate, yes, this is najis, you have to wipe it off. If not, which usually is the case, that when the cat consumes its food, it licks itself and cleans itself, and it becomes pure, then there's no problem in that, inshallah. Farhan from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, so we know that transactions that take place after a second adhan of Jummah are not valid. But if someone misses normal congregational prayers, such as Asr or Maghrib, because he wants to buy and sell at that time, even though he is sinful, but is the transaction valid?
Yes, it is valid, because this prohibition is restricted only to Jumu'ah. Maryam from Italy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, if the aborted child, the father decide not to take the camel as blood money or the blood money, would that be okay? And
Yani he does not want to take his share of the blood money?
Yes.
Yes, it is okay because he is forgiving them and this is a gift from his side. Aman from India.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa barakatuh.
Okay, so I want to ask about the hadith on rights of street. So the hadith says we should lower our gaze. So how can we do it as there are so many women passes by? And to say salam to those who pass by, what about those who are on bikes? Still we have to say salam to them? Barakallahu feekum.
I don't understand. What is the hadith you're referring to?
The rights of street. The hadith on rights of street.
Okay. So what is
So
the
it
question?
says to lower our...
To lower your gaze, if a woman comes, lower your gaze. What's the problem? Aman.
So, Sheikh, there are so many women, like when we are on the street, there are so many women. How can we do it?
Don't look? That's
Like-
very weird. What kind of question is this? Don't look, ya akhi. Or do you not expect me to say, oh, because there are so many women, you could just feast your eyes and whew, wow, and enjoy what you're seeing? Ya akhi, what kind of a question is this? Yani? This is a logical thing to do. Things that draw you closer to hellfire, stay away from them. There is a woman coming, look the other way. Another woman is coming, look the other way. Look down until the women disappear from you. But in opposite to this, you say, it's too difficult, Sheikh. There's so many women. Okay, just feast your eyes and smile and you know, do whatever you want. This is not acceptable. Mahmoud from Senegal.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Allah.
Yes. Sheikh, in my country, Senegal, there are a lot of Sufis, and in particular, a Sufi tariqa named Muridiya. In it, they believe that the Sheikh knows the unseen. They believe that Allah broke the Kaaba to the city of that specific Sheikh, and that in the Kaaba there was, and he's writing that, he's the guy writing that. He's saying that Allah broke the Kaaba to that city, and in it there was him, the Prophet ﷺ, and Jibril ﷺ. And he's saying all sorts of kufr and shirky belief. He's saying that...
What's the question, Ya Muhammad? What's the question?
Is his followers, are they Muslims?
No, if they believe what he's saying, that he knows the unseen and Allah brought the Kaaba to him in the city he is, and he saw Jibreel and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ inside of it, and all of this nonsense, they are kafir. But this is generally speaking. We have to talk to them. We have to see whether they're misguided, they have misinterpretation, they don't even know the foundations of Islam. Most of these people, if you tell them about what are the pillars of Islam, they don't know. And if you tell them about what are the pillars of Iman, even worse, they would not know that there is something as 6 pillars of Iman. If you tell them about the Quran, they've never read it in their lives. So their knowledge of Islam is negligible and distorted. So generally speaking, yes, whoever believes in such person, he's a kafir. When we come to specific individuals, we have to look into their case-by-case scenario. Tan'eem from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Assalamualaikum.
So my question is, in the hadith about the man from the people of paradise who had no hatred or envy towards Muslims before sleeping, how can I practically implement this in my daily life?
The hadith, in my opinion, is not authentic. Where Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, may Allah be pleased with him and with his father, after hearing this statement from the Prophet ﷺ about a man who came from a door 3 times with his sandals hanging on his shoulders, with his beard dripping from wudu water. So the man said, Abdullah said, I will bring you why he's like so. And he went and lied to the man and said, I had a dispute and fight with my father, so if you would take me in for 3 days to spend these 3 days in your home until I fix what's between me and my father, and he agreed. This is a lie, and Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As would not lie in such situations, and hence this side of the story is not true. The hadith itself can be true because having a clear chest, holding no grudges, no animosity, no hatred towards the Muslims, letting go of people doing bad to you instead of turning on your bed, thinking how to get even and to harm them as they've harmed you. There's no doubt that this is one of the characteristics of the people of heaven and paradise. Nu'man from the US.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum.
May Allah promote your air conditioner.
I am already an air conditioner. May Allah promote you to a central air conditioner.
So my question is, what's the difference between minor shirk and major shirk? And what is minor shirk and major shirk? Jazakallah khair.
Wajazak. In Islam, in Aqidah, we've discussed this before. There is minor shirk, there is minor kufr, there is minor hypocrisy. And there is major shirk, kufr, and hypocrisy. The minor shirk, kufr, and hypocrisy is greater than major sins, but it is lower than major shirk, kufr, and hypocrisy. So it is under the divine will. If Allah wills, He will forgive like all sins. The major shirk, kufr, or hypocrisy takes a person out of the fold of Islam, and there is no chance for forgiveness if he dies on such a state. If he seeks Allah's forgiveness, repents, reverts back to Islam, shows remorse while he's alive, then Allah accepts him and does not reject him. Subhanahu Azza wa Jal. Major shirk is to associate others with Allah. So you do the shirk either in the tawheed of lordship, saying that other than Allah creates, other than Allah provides, other than Allah gives life and death, other than Allah facilitates the universe, other than Allah knows the unseen, like the Sufi guys from Senegal, where they claim that their sheikh knows the unseen and he controls the universe as he controls the palm of his hand and the likes. This is shirk. Or shirk in the tawheed of worship, by devoting dua, seeking refuge in other than Allah, seeking help in things that only Allah could do, having hope or fear or love equivalent or more than Allah's, and the likes, tawakkul, inaba, ikhbat, tawbah, and the likes. Or the third type is to be shirk, to do shirk in Allah's beautiful names and attributes and so forth. Rayhan from Bahrain.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I have this book called Riyadh al-Salihin by Imam al-Nawawi, and I want to learn from it. So I want to ask, is this authentic, and can you share some other hadith books from which I can learn? Jazakallah khair.
This book is one of the greatest compilations of hadith, and Allah has placed acceptance for this beautiful book worldwide among the Muslims. Yes, there are a number of weak hadiths, but all in all, the book is a great source of knowledge and information, and a great source of the hadiths, authentic hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ. There are many explanations of it in the market. most of them are fine. One of the best is the commentary of Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih Al-Uthaymeen. May Allah have mercy on his soul. It's very beautiful. It's printed. I don't know if it's translated into English or not. Also, Dr. Muhammad Salah, our beloved brother and friend from Huda TV, he, to my knowledge, over the past like 10 years, started a beautiful program explaining the hadiths of Riyadh al-Salihin, and to my also limited knowledge, he has accomplished it. So that's a huge source of knowledge and information. You could take it from Huda TV archive, download it and listen and learn from it. The Sheikh, may Allah preserve him, used to be punctual on giving this weekly dars of his on this beautiful book, even when he was traveling worldwide. Even if it meant that to go live, he would have to do, due to time or zone differences, he used to do it like 3 a.m. his local time while he was somewhere else in the world, which shows you, inshallah, the amount of effort he had put into it. Ahmed from India.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sampullah.
So I recently got a proposal from a girl's family. Mashallah, as it appears, they seem to be religious, and most other factors seem to be very okay, very positive. But when the girl family, they showed me girl, I found it very difficult to find her attractive. Now, I know we need to see only the deen, but that is why I am very strongly considering this proposal. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, if I get a girl who is beautiful and religious as well.
Ahmed, did you see her in a photograph or personally?
I saw her personally.
If you did not get it, get the chemistry, if there was not a click and were not attracted to her, don't go through this proposal. Because the Prophet ﷺ instructed the men to go and look at the woman they want to get married to. And he said that looking at her and she's looking at you, this is most likely to cause a reaction, something of attraction between the both of you that would influence and impact the marriage for 40, 50 years to come. If you fail to find this attraction, but you are drawn to her religious practice, to her lineage, to her wealth, to her education, to her wit and charm, but still you have this resentment to the way she looks, don't go through unless you are convinced deep down that you will be able to compensate her and to cherish her and love her despite the way she looks and despite the way you initially felt. May Allah Azza wa Jal choose the best for you and for her. We have a short break. Stay tuned, and inshallah we'll be right back.
To sponsor Ask Zod program or to advertise, contact us at info@zod.tv. You will get the reward of all those who benefit from watching this show, inshallah.
The Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was an example in good manners. The Prophet's manners sallallahu alaihi wasallam were based on the Quran. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam was pleased by whatever the Quran stated was good, and he was angered by whatever the Quran stated was evil. And he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was neither harsh nor loud. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to forgive and not reply to a transgression with a similar transgression.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back. Rahbar from Bangladesh. Rahbar. Ibrahim from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So my question is that what are the things we don't affirm nor deny regarding Allah's attributes? For example, we can't affirm Allah has an ear, nor can we deny it. We can't affirm that Allah has a physical form, nor can we deny it. Are these, as these were not mentioned in the Quran and Sunnah? Is this correct?
Correct. We cannot affirm or deny things that were not mentioned about Allah Azza wa Jal. We can deny things that are inappropriate, even if they were not mentioned in the Quran or in the Sunnah. If these things are inappropriate of Allah, though they were not mentioned, we can say, yes, Allah does not have injustice, for example, though Allah says that He does not do injustice and the likes. But we cannot confirm anything that was not mentioned in the Quran or in the Sunnah. For example, does Allah have a body or not? We cannot confirm that because we don't have any mentioning of it in the Quran, and we cannot deny it because there's nothing mentioned in the Quran. We just say this is something that Allah did not mention, and Allah is unlike anything we know of, so we refrain from commenting. Talha from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Bismillah.
Sheikh, may Allah accept your good deeds and unite you, your parents, and your future generations in Jannah. Sheikh, I wanted to ask you, so in the West, as you may be aware, there's a rise of the far right. Many idiots have tried to attack our religion in the past and they've failed, and many idiots will continue to try and they'll fail and humiliate themselves. My question is, we put our trust and reliance in Allah, and we know that He'll protect, we put our trust and faith in Him. My question is to you, is there any lectures that you've got related to some of the things we're dealing with now? We've got a lot of hate marches going on, a lot of people attacking our religion specifically, not others, ours. And is there any advice you've got for those that can't migrate just yet, but that are in the West still? Is there anything that you would advise us in these difficult times?
First of all, Talha, I have no idea what is out there from my lectures, whether I spoke about the far right, the extremists. I remember doing a lecture in 2011 or 2010 in London before I was flagged and prevented from entering the country for no reason other than being famous and drawing the youth to listen and learn what Islam is really about. I think it's called Islam Hijack or something like that. And probably I've done many other lectures worldwide about extremism and how it goes both ways. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea about the things I talked about. You have to go to the YouTube or to my website and try to search it, because my memory is unfortunately very short span. And I don't recall unless I open my laptop and try to search and Google what I said and what I did not say. Vishal from Pakistan. Sulaimani from Germany.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, namely, I saw in Islam Q&A this sentences. One of the things concerning which there can be no doubt is the fact that committing acts of disobedience and major sins openly is sin upon sin, which may lead a person to kufr at the time of committing that sin openly, because he takes the prohibition on that lightly and is proud of what he is doing. My question is,
no, this is not true. This is not true. And I am almost certain that what you've read was either misunderstood by you, or the translation was not accurate, or simply the information is wrong. There is no way on earth telling me that committing sin after sin and taking it lightly would make me a kafir. Ya akhi, I love to smoke and I enjoy every single smoke I take, or every cigarette I smoke, or I love to drink haram, may Allah forbid, and I enjoy every glass of it, or I enjoy gambling, or I enjoy stealing, or whatever, and I am insistent on that. Is it haram? Of course it's haram. It's in the Quran and the Sunnah. But why are you doing it? I enjoy it. I love to do it. No way on earth you would convince me that I've committed kufr. Yes, you may say, this may lead after a few years of you falling into kufr because of something else. Because of getting emotional one day and saying, this can't be haram. Why would Allah make things difficult? Why would doing drugs become sinful and a major sin? No, this is halal. Okay, now this led to him falling into kufr. But to tell me that continuously falling into sin after sin would lead you to kufr, this is not true. Fahid from the US.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaykum salam.
Sheikh, I wanted to ask you if almost all of the masjid near you are following the